Okay, I'm outside the gear shop in Kennedy Meadows. I'm, thank goodness, switching these out. These ones are probably 700 miles deep, and these ones are brand new. These are the Ultras that have almost 500 miles on them. The Gators definitely keep getting holes, but otherwise the shoes hold up so well. I could probably squeeze another couple hundred miles out of these, but I don't want to chance it as I'm going into the High Sierra. I want my feet to have the best opportunity to feel really, really good. So, new pair of Ultras. Thank you so much, Ultra, for sending these to me. And I'm gonna get a fresh pair of Gators as well. So, feeling good. I got a new pair of socks too. Good morning, everybody. I'm just walking out of the general store at Kennedy Meadows. It's almost 10:30, maybe 10:15. So it's been a bit of a long morning considering we were hoping to be out early, but I feel really good about everything I got to do today, which includes figuring out that my insoles were here. They just kind of got lost in the mix. And so the very kind Rebecca helped me find them, and then I put them in. I forgot to buy Gators yesterday, so I also bought Gators. Mary at Two Foot Adventures, a gear shop that goes that travels by like cool. She really helped us out with planning the Sierra section because she helped us realize that Reds Meadows Road is closed, so we actually have to do this hike out before Reds Meadows to get picked up to go into Mammoth Lakes. So yeah, Thomas and I are headed out. We don't have our bear can or ice axe or our micro spikes yet because we won't need them before Cottonwood Pass, but we will get them at Cottonwood Pass from his mom. Well, Thomas has had his bear can this whole time. He's just carrying it the whole trail. So he still has it, but I'm picking mine up at Cottonwood Pass. So my pack is still pretty light, but I did add one person, Durston X-Mid Pro. Thank you, Durston, for sending that to me. I'm excited. I have not pitched it yet, so we'll see how that goes. Actually, also still carrying my tarp, so I have two shelters. There's a hiker coming in. So I'll ditch that in Cottonwood Pass, and yeah, I'll kind of fill you in later today on the rest of the Thomas is ready to go. He's been very patiently waiting for me, getting a lot of things done this morning. So yeah, I'll fill you in more as the day progresses. The breeze is nice, and the shade is nice, but the heat, the sun is hot already, so it's gonna be tough. I'm walking out eating an ice cream sandwich for joy and calories, and we are gonna get going. So let's start the High Sierra section. Entering Sequoia National Forest. Yay! Hello, Sequoia. Okay, back to the PCT. We walked like half a mile from Kennedy Meadows. Okay, we've been following the South Fork Kern River for a few miles now. Definitely a huge change from being in the desert because the sound of the river is something we haven't heard. Thomas brought that up yesterday as we were coming into Kennedy Meadows that, oh yeah, we haven't like hiked near enough a flowing river for long enough to hear it. So it's been really pretty and nice. We've got about 4 for the day, but probably only about 3 trail miles since it was about 0.8 to the road, from the road, or to the trail from the general store. We're 5 miles in and decided to get some water from the South Fork Kern River. Look how gorgeous it is. So nice. I want to get in so bad, but we're definitely behind on the day, so not here. Okay, all the cactus flowers have been yellow on this stretch today. Not nearly as many as the other day, but still seen quite a few yellow blossoms. We've just been kind of winding around, gaining elevation slowly. These like low hills. Gone almost 8 miles, but I did forget to turn on my, restart my watch for maybe about 0.4 after that water break. So that's a little annoying, but that's okay. Just thought I'd catch myself being really out of breath. The climbs are just kind of micro and not so bad, but enough to get me out of breath. I feel tired. I've been adjusting my shoes a lot. When I'm breaking in a new pair, there's a lot of finagling the laces and getting that bit right. And they're just broadly a little bit uncomfortable the first 50 or so miles on them. Like in some ways it's like, ooh, so cushiony and nice. In other ways it's like, this little part is annoying. I can't wait till that is worked in and goes away. They're definitely long enough and everything. It's just the way the laces hit my ankle bone on my left. My ankle bone curves in a lot. Like a lot of pronation. So yeah, it just gets bothered by how I tie my shoes. And they don't like to be tied too tight or too loose. Like all these things. So, and then it's also been pretty sandy. So that's challenging too. So it doesn't look like the elevation profile should be that challenging, but yes, the sun is high, it's hot, it's like 90 degrees out, sandy, new shoes that can't really decide how they want to fit. So pushing through, not even, I know it's about to get exponentially more challenging, but this is where I'm at today, so. Okay, first views of those big granite High Sierra giants. Whew, I think we go above 11,000 feet today. Slowly, but also tiringly enough. Okay, descending to another fork of the Kern River right now. We've gone 14 miles. Well, I have. Thomas's whereabouts are a mystery because I keep asking hikers that I pass if they've seen him, and I just describe him, and they keep saying no. So I don't know if he's behind or ahead. I presume he's ahead. I will find him sitting in the middle of a trail soon enough. Probably at this water source because that's where we're getting water. So I'm not too worried, but it is interesting when that happens. Yeah, so I've passed so many hikers today. So it's kind of fun. I just chatted with Birdbath and Hot Cheese, a couple of folks who are from New Jersey, hiked the AT, the Colorado Trail, and now they're out here hiking this one. So that was nice to chat for a bit, especially on the downhill where I'm not huffing and puffing and struggling. But yeah, after this river crossing, we will ascend to above 11,000 feet, I think. So hopefully I feel good and I don't get any elevation sickness or anything. I don't think I will, but we'll see. Okay, I just took a really nice long break at this very, very beautiful water source. Yeah, it was not supposed to be an hour-long break, but here we are. It was an hour-long break, maybe.
You know, I would like to take quick breaks on the tops of the passes. I want to picture, at least one picture on the top of every pass.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Quicker breaks, but also very thankful for that break. It was nice. We have at least 15 more. Well, maybe only 13. 13 to 15 more, we'll see, I think. Water is in 6 more miles. I'm carrying 2 liters. I ate tuna and chips, which was really good. I squeezed a packet of mayonnaise in my spicy Thai chili tuna. That was super yummy. And if this climb isn't too steep, I'll eat a Gatorade bar because it's not too melty. And then maybe have some Skittles. So keeping those calories up. And we have a big climb coming up. And we'll be above 11,000 feet. So hopefully it all goes well. Okay, we're climbing, but I wanted to show you this huge tree. Oh boy. Oh, so beautiful, so massive. Oh. Getting into the forest now. So hard to pull out my camera when I'm tired and climbing, but it has been so beautiful. Let me show you. We're currently above 9,000 feet, and we think might go to 10,500. Oh, but then we're camping low, so we have to go back down after we get up in a few miles. Look what I found. Trail salad. So pretty. The corn lilies, the daisies, and the flowers. Oh wow, so nice. It's mosquito-y. Okay, we made it past the steep part, but we still have a couple miles of climbing. Wow. Whew. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad already, so whew, we'll last like mile and a half swatting as we're climbing. Not fun. We'll probably wear rain gear tomorrow, and I might try some DEET. Okay, bug headnet. Well, bug rain gear came out. The headnet is in my back mesh pocket if it gets worse around my face, but mostly they've been attacking my shoulders right where you can't see. I'll look over and there'll be 5 landed there eating my legs. So it's so exhausting climbing up this, shooing them all away. It's like, you know, a whole nother level to hiking. But yeah, I pulled out my camera to show you the beautiful sunset. We're still climbing for another mile, and then we'll start descending. I really hope the bugs go away as the sun sets, because who knows, they could stay out forever. Look, there are 2 right there on my arm. But the rain gear I think is thick enough, loose enough, kind of, but it's really tight in some spots. So I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I feel a lot more peace of mind because I don't think I'm nearly as accessible as I was with all this rain gear on. And it's not so boiling, and we're not climbing vertically. So all good things. But let me show you the sunset. Okay, the mosquitoes finally calmed down. Don't know if it's because it's sunset. I think so, but also the rain gear probably helps. Look at how beautiful it is though. We came over a pass that was mostly forested. It kind of just looked like this, but yeah, but all these big mountains in the distance kind of came into view a bit more. So it's 8:30. We've only gone, my watch says 23, but that includes the road walk to get to the trail. So we've gone 22.3 or so according to the map. So a very short day for it already being 8:30. The rest is downhill, so we can probably pull 3 miles an hour, hopefully. And so if we do that and we go till 10:30, we will make it to a creek that has some camping where it says like 150 feet past there, there's no mosquitoes. Maybe we'll just get to set up without mosquitoes since it'll be nighttime. Not sure, but yeah, so 10:30 is like the latest I think I would want to hike. I mean, if we get to camp at 10:30, I think it would be kind of hard to eat dinner and be asleep by 11. And I think that we need to be asleep by 11 to wake up by 5 to get going and not have like a slow start to the day. I mean, tomorrow is not necessarily a big pass. It's not a huge pass day, but I still think getting in the mode of waking up, getting used to being like slower, having slower miles because of all the elevation gain and the bugs and everything else that might slow us down. So if we have more hours of the day hiking, that would be really good for us, especially for me because I'm a slower hiker. On the climbs, it was definitely like a reminder that, oh my gosh, like it is hard. It's hard for me. I feel like my lungs are small or something because I breathe so, like it just, I don't know, sometimes it just feels like I have to breathe so heavy compared to other people, but I can also bounce back really quickly. This is how my lungs have always been. And I've always been able to push through difficult things like this, like climbing mountains. But yeah, it does just remind me that this is going to be challenging, and just to relax into it and trust that there'll be moments like this where somehow the bugs have gone away. And I can just exhale. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a short day. We were hoping to have like 33 done. I don't know, actually. If we started earlier, if our break wasn't so long, maybe we would have been able to squeeze a few more miles out of the day. But I don't know. It kind of depends on what Thomas is thinking. If we'll go all the way till 10:30 or if we just go till 10. Might be smarter to just go till 10 and then not push that last mile and a half or so we can have more time to set up and maybe eat a little bit more and set ourselves up for a good, strong day tomorrow. So we'll see. I guess a low miles day is okay. Everything that we don't do during this week just adds on to the end of this trip, right? So we planned 8 days to get through the Sierra. And if we run out of food, VVR is somewhere we can resupply. It's a 5-mile hike off trail. I went there last time. It's nice, but we're not planning on going this time. And it's one day before we would get to Red's Meadows / the turnoff for Mammoth Lakes. So we are hoping to not have to go there. But if we eat too much or we're too hungry or we have to slow down, it'll be okay. And we don't have like we still see Kelly, Thomas's mom, before we enter for those many days where we don't see anybody. So, or we don't come out of the wilderness. So that'll be tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, I just wanted to update you. There was a lot of climbing today, so I was hoping to give you more of like a breakdown of what our plan is and everything, like more detailed things. But it just didn't really work out because I was tired most of the day climbing. And then now we're finally going down, but the sun is going down. So yeah, but I'll continue to update you as we move through the Sierras. I really hope in 8 days, 7 more after this, we are exiting the Sierra, at least at the Reds Meadows / Mammoth trailhead. Whew. Okay, made it 27.77 today. Quite very far, but I'm gonna camp somewhere over here. There's Thomas. Okay, I just set up the Durston for the first time. It is so pretty. Dan Durston told me to watch the video on how to set it up. I did not do that. Oops. So I can probably set it up a bit better, but I'm about to throw all my stuff inside. There are 2 doors. What a luxury. So probably keep them both open because I only set it up really for the bugs. So I bet the video will tell me more about the angle that the trekking pole should go in. So yay. Okay, so happy to be in my tent. I feel so protected from the bugs, so much more relaxed. This is going to be really, really nice. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.